Hot topics, knowledge being spread. It's like warm butter across the bread. Smooth, I know you like that. Flow with the grain and don't fight that. You want righteous love, you found the right match. With Marty Mcfly, they on the right track. Yeah, gotta dig some dirt to plant the seed. Spread roots till you sprout like a tree. Donnie Jones, she the one you wanna see. Donnie Jones Live, this is where you wanna be. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, welcome to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie the Tree Lady hanging out with...
that guy who's being real secluded right now, Mcfly. Yes, I am, tied up in everything, just trying my best to stay in the house.
You tied up.
In the room.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing this little...
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I feel super blessed. I know that, for a lot of people, this has been, I guess I'm looking online and I see a lot of people are real stressed about this. And I don't know if maybe I've got a few screws loose or something like that.
Yeah.
That might. But this has been so cool for me, man. This has been super duper cool for me. I'm enjoying time with my kids. I don't have to deal with traffic in the morning. But I will say this, Marty. I am concerned about the people that do have a compromised immune system. I am concerned about the people that have lost loved ones. So I don't want to make light of this at all. And I know this is a serious matter, but I also think that it's our job to find some type of joy and some type of peace and some type of goodness in all situations.
I am cool that it's like I got a whole, like a month and a half to pay my water bill, light bill, cable bill, gas. They haven't cut any of them off. They haven't even called. And so I'm happy about that.
From what I understand, they're not going to cut anything off.
Yes, Lord. You ask for these prayers.
Why are you tripping? Because you pay your bills, okay? Just
I pay them, but if I have the option of sliding on a few of them, I'm
saying you're going to slide
as long as I can. I'm going to slide.
But you know what? There are people that this thing is blessing, though. And for those of you that know, which I know everybody knows, we're talking about the coronavirus, and us all being quarantined. But you just never know. There might be that one person who don't get out the house anyway that might not know what we're talking about.
Man, if you don't know by now, something's wrong. I'm just saying, if you don't know about the coronavirus right now, I saw some homeless people on CNN who even wrote new signs saying, help us during the coronavirus, buy us a beer. I'm like, okay, if they know, everybody know.
Okay, everybody know. But I will tell you this, though, and I know we have a diverse demographic, but I know we have some seniors that are in our demographic. And I don't think they quite know what 6 feet is.
No.
I was at the grocery store, Marty.
Yeah.
And Miss May just walked right up on me, right behind me. And I'm like, we supposed to be 6 feet away from each other?
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying not to be rude. And then I went to one of my clients' houses, a senior, and she was so happy to see me. She come out with her arms open. Come here, baby girl. No. And I'm like, and what do? You can't not give somebody a hug. But I was like,
no. You can just be like, nah, bro.
Yeah. Nope. Today I did. No. Today I admit I did do the. We're not.
I'm saying they even caught me a few times. Throw the fist up. It's like, no, I got to give you the elbow. Somewhere in there.
No, I don't even think we're supposed to do the elbow now. I ain't
trying to touch you at all, really. Not at all. That's
what I'm saying. We're not even supposed to be doing the elbow. We're not even supposed to touch other people. We're supposed to just kind of be away. Unless, of course,
I'm wiping down my phone after conversations. If I talk to somebody on the phone, after this, I'm wiping down my whole computer because you was sneezing earlier and I ain't taking no risk at all on nothing. I don't care. The virus might go through a computer. I ain't trying to take no chances.
But I'm clear on the other side of town.
I don't care. They said little kids was good at first, but now, nope, I ain't taking nothing.
You know what? Now that's what's getting me, Marty. There's so many things about this thing that are like the unknown. Because remember when this thing first started, they said kids weren't getting it. Now kids are getting it.
Yeah.
And then they said that you didn't have to wear a mask. Now they're suggesting that people wear masks.
Well, that's they're starting to talk about.
Remember a few weeks ago, I said that people should be wearing masks anyway, just for.
No. Hold on, time out. Time out. A few weeks ago, you was in a whole different place. A few weeks ago, why people scared? Just go on out there. Just do your thing. Yeah, and now a week later.
Do you really want me to get on that one? Do you really want me to get on?
I'm just saying you was full to you was full to the rim, just talking all of that stuff. People just need to get off their butts and just go out there and get it. Don't rely on the government. I'm just sick of these people who's not taking care of themselves. It's like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
Marty.
It's a different day now.
It is a day.
Yeah.
Well, a little clarity goes a long way. But
a little coughing too.
That is true. No, yeah. But I'm going to tell you, you know what? Full transparency, I was sick about 2 weeks ago. I got sick about 2 weeks ago. In fact, it was right after we taped that show.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I had a come to Jesus meeting because I got sick. And I did try to go get tested. And every place I called, they said that my fever wasn't high enough, that I didn't have enough symptoms. But I tried to tell them, but this is what I told them. I was like, listen, I'm somebody that never gets sick. So for me to be sick, I'm second. In my mind, I'm like, this is probably it. And then I had a low grade fever. I had a little bit of a cough, but the fever went away. And then I still had the cough. Then the fever came back, but then there was no cough. I didn't really have any other symptoms other than that and just feeling lethargic. So in my mind, since I'm somebody that usually doesn't have that happening to them, I felt like I needed to get checked. And I'm telling you, every place I called, they were like, nope. I even tried to go through the drive-through place that it opened up. And they said no. But now, because that was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, now I feel like 100%. I feel like myself again. With the exception, I was sneezing a few minutes ago when we first started.
Yeah, you were just having the sneezing fit and all that kind of stuff. That's why I still ain't coming around you.
You ain't got to come around.
I love you, though.
Dude, we
there. I love you from a distance.
I love you too from a distance. I love you too. So what has been, first of all, how's everything going with you? What's going on with you?
Everything is going actually good. I am being real smart, staying in the house as much as I possibly can. I'm washing more often than normal. When I do go out, but actually in the house too, now I'm just washing just to be on practice, just washing everything. But, the biggest challenge right now is doing more, online church, how is that going for you? Actually, when you have a smaller church, believe it or not, these are good times because you have a bigger audience for some reason. It's like more people now are tuning into my services and different services, of course, because they can't drive there. So in one sense, it's a blessing for the ministry. It does kind of take you away from that family bond that you have with your worshipers and everything. Yeah. So on that aspect, it's a little bit different, when you're preaching, I don't get as many boos, or people don't talk about me as much while I'm preaching now because nobody's in there. I got to preach to an open audience, which is cool. So other than that, I'm saying those are the little adjustments to do, to get, the cool thing is I don't have to be like the real happy, joy pastor as much. Right. When I was taping the other day and a guy knocked on the door. And it's like, this is the first time I can be like from a distance. Yeah, what you want? What you need? No, you can't come in. Nope, we ain't open.
Nope, we ain't open. We ain't open.
I don't even want to shake your hand. Pray for you. Just tell me your name. I'll pray for you later, but I ain't laying hands on you at all.
Exactly. Did you at least let him do a prayer request, Marty? Did you at least let him?
I asked him what his name was. I was going to pray for him later.
Did you let him tithe, Marty?
No, he wasn't going to tithe. He ain't the tithing kind. They ain't the time. The ones that knock on your door in the middle of the week saying, "Hey, y'all open?" They ain't the tithing kind.
You don't know that.
He was asking for toilet tissue. He was asking for toilet tissue. I ain't playing. He was asking for toilet tissue. Oh. No, he ain't the kind that. But you know what? If anybody that's listening right now, if you got a situation and you're kind of dealing with, let us know how you're getting through.
Yes.
Call us at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. And you know what, Donnie? I don't know if they're letting us slide on that bill. I might want to check on that. Marty, 1-800 bill, because that ain't a regular one. I need to check on them, But if y'all call by the time, we'll work it out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Next break.
No, we want you guys to call, seriously. And also tell us how you're handling the situation with being quarantined and being in such close proximity with your, oh my God.
What, your loved ones?
Yes, honey.
I'm just with.
Filming right now as we speak.
Oh.
He literally goes, "Hey, mommy, are you filming? I mean, are you recording?"
Well, yeah. Isn't it interesting? That's one of the things you're dealing with right now during this time, huh?
Exactly.
Being closer to family.
But you know what? There was one of the news anchor people that she had put on her suit, and I guess they had sent her home with a backdrop. And she was like real professional looking. And her daughter comes through eating food. And she's like, "I'm recording a news show right now."
Right. So, it's a different day, a different life.
It is a different day.
So, but you know what? If anything, I would say during this time, it brings you closer together with your family.
It did.
The good and the bad. But it brings you closer.
Yeah. I love it though. I do. But I will have to admit, I'm cheating a little bit because the nature of what I do, I'm not stuck inside all day long. Because if those of you that don't know, I do own a tree care company in the Atlanta area. And so I can still go out, which I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm speaking it into existence that we're going to be okay. But I stay in my car, or either I get out of my car, but I don't walk up to the client and talk to the client. I do everything over the phone, and then I email them the quote. Then I get back in my car, and that's how I do my job. So I can go look at a tree without actually getting out and talking to somebody. So there's a lot of people that have the type of jobs where they don't necessarily have to come in contact with the person. Like people that work at call centers can now answer calls from home. You know, that's
true. Now, I want to ask, and you can think about this for a second because we got to take a break. But now, have you set up any kind of guidelines for your employees when they go out? You know, because they still got to go out and cut the trees and everything.
Yeah. Well, as long as they're with each other,
away from each other, and don't share the same drinking glass or cup or anything like that.
Well, I mean, those are kind of common sense things, but yeah, we are trying to, curb exposure to other people, meaning like, how they have to gas up in the morning and fuel up the trucks and everything. I'm asking them to do that in the evening when there's less people at the gas station. Because there are some industries that are still up and out, that have to keep going. And so they're still showing up at the gas stations in the morning. Whereas with us, I'm telling them that, of course we have to do emergency jobs and things where things are tree is about to hit somebody's house. So we're blessed to be able to still have situations like that, but to hold off and get fueled up and everything in the evening.
Okay. Well, hey, if you got a situation that you're, doing a little bit differently, give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. And we will be right back. We're going to try to take a quick break on this.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
All right.
It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Hi, this is Tamela Mann.
And this is David Mann.
And the coronavirus is affecting so many people. Wash your hands.
Practice social distancing and stay safe.
Please stay safe.
A reminder from your favorite station. Keep it locked right here.
Hey, this is your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com.
Hey, write this number down, 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done, VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Doni the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Doni Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Now, back to more Doni Jones Live with Doni and Mardy Mcfly.
Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live.
Welcome back to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni the Tree Lady.
And I am that guy, Mardy Mcfly. You know, I was really thinking about going out the other day with just a trash bag all the way over. You know, over me, just pulled all the way over a trash bag just to be safe.
Oh.
Be on the safe side. Just because they're saying now that if people just breathe, you might get it. Not if they sneeze, they just breathe. And I'm like, no, I won't take no chances.
You know what?
No chances at all.
And it's funny you should say that, because I don't know what they're eating at the house, but I've had to go to the grocery store almost every day this week.
They eating a lot more.
Yes.
I'm eating a lot more because we ain't got nothing to do.
Yes, exactly. So with that said, I'm going to the grocery store, and people, I think I mentioned this the last segment, they don't understand what 6 feet is. So I've had a few little moments, not just with my seniors, but just walking down the aisle where I'm standing back trying to wait for somebody to go. And then there'll be somebody behind me that comes right up on me like there's a problem with me waiting. But I'm waiting so that I can stay 6 feet away. But it's like, I just feel like some of the advice that we're getting right now is going in one ear and coming out the other.
Well, think about it. That's why they have made these mandatory lockdowns and mandatory shelter, stay in your shelters, because people are not getting it. It's just one of those things. It was like some people right now, I can really tell they were born again stupid. It's like you hear the news saying, this is contagious. It can take you out. And they still like, no, not me. I'm still, I'm going to pay my numbers today.
Remember, I don't think I actually said that, but I was saying that I very rarely, if ever, get sick. And so I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should have been taking. Now, I'm still in the mindset that, listen, we got to have common sense about this thing.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like we should be shutting down our whole life. But if we got to shut down for a short period of time so that we can kind of get a hold on this thing, I get it. I understand it. You know what I mean?
Close it down. Certain things are not that serious. Like I haven't had a haircut because I don't know
but you got that curly stuff.
I don't know what's on that dude's clippers. But I'm saying, I can tell you ain't got your hair done lately either. I'm just saying, You know what,
Marty? First of all,
it's just one of those things. You don't know what the girl got here? You don't know what they got in their fingers?
Okay, y'all see this? These are waves. And these waves come from me braiding my hair after I wash it.
So in other words, you don't go nowhere.
I brushed it. I mean, I brushed it, but I put it.
Brush that. You ain't got to lie down.
I braided it. I had the wrong B word. I braided it. But where are you? Okay, question. Where am I going to go get my locks done right now? Where?
That's what I'm saying. Things aren't that serious.
Right. But what I'm saying is I can still do my own hair. That's the beauty of having.
It's funny. And everybody right now that's watching, they just see people go behind you, Gordy.
I know.
They come back like,
No.
Almost distracted. Like, okay.
I know.
You got back there. What's for dinner?
I don't know. She cooking something back there. Yeah. But Marty.
Yeah.
What would you say to some of the churches? I know that, as a pastor, your heart is for the people. At least we're going to act like it is right now. And there are, what can people do for the small churches out there that might not have the resources to deal with this struggle, as well as some of the other bigger churches?
They got to be creative right now. Mm-hmm. Being honest, you got to be creative. I was speaking to my mother, who is in a small church in a rural town. And at first she was thinking that this is going to be it. This is going to be the end of the
really?
Segment. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what were you saying about my daughter? You guys, this is so awesome. We're getting the opportunity Okay, now I got to tell you guys something because I know this is radio, but we do take this content and we push it out on YouTube and Facebook. So those of you that haven't had a chance to, I think today would be a great day for you guys to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see all the action going on in the background. And the reason why I mentioned that is because somebody was trying to dog me about my baby girl walking around in the background.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. During break. Just
what is that?
We're doing new things here. New things here. And that one of those. When you're working at home, doing things at home, new things happen, and it's interesting because you don't have work hours no more.
Yeah,
you're home. Hey, this is the time. So even phone calls, important phone calls like that one is an important phone call. I probably should be taken, but okay, it's just new life. But honestly, it's just new life and new situations. So
that's right.
But
new life,
new
churches, situations.
What I was saying with the small churches, though, they got to get figure out new ways of ministering. Right. They have Zoom out there where you can get on the phone. They have conference calls. They have different Facebook Live. Different ways that you can get your ministry out there.
Right.
And you just got to kind of figure that out. Because my mother was really worried, like, what to do with the small church. But if you go and just do a little bit of research, you can find out there's ways that you can still give, like with Cash App. Set up a Cash App for your church.
That's right.
The Venmo, the Zello, Zelly, I think.
Zeal. Is it Zeal?
Yeah.
Zeal. Yeah.
I don't get paid through that.
And then you could also just mail if you're somebody that mails in or gives or likes to give on, when you're actually at church.
Yeah.
Put it in an envelope and mail it. Now, I know we're trying to stay away from things that we have to touch or open, but I'm sure any pastor out there, especially a pastor of a small church that, it counts on those tithes and offerings. If you mailed in your check, I don't think he would be mad at you.
He would not. And
not he can use some Lysol on his hands afterwards if he feels a little sensitive.
They will collect it with gloves and put it in Wells Fargo with gloves on.
Come on now.
Bless them, Lord, bless them. The only thing that I would recommend is don't, try to do communion right now.
No.
Group communion, that's
I got a funny story about that though. Okay. I was visiting some friends in another state, and I won't say what state because they're gonna know exactly who they are if I do. But let's just say I was visiting some friends, and this has happened in Atlanta too. But it was time for communion, and they did actually have is it called a chalice? Okay, that had the wine in it and people, and it was like maybe 150 people in the church, and they started passing it around.
Oh no!
And I looked at my girls, I looked at my husband. I was like, "We're not doing that." But then I noticed what they were doing is after you take a drink, they wipe it on the edge.
Yeah,
but that's still.
Different places that you gotta wipe. I'm saying if it's a mass communion like that, and people want to drink it, you wipe it. You gotta have a rag and wipe it. Certain people. On that.
Do you guys do that?
Yeah, most people that take communion, they have those options. You can either.
So you actually at your church, but I've been to your church before. I don't remember you passing a cup like that.
The way that we do at mine, we do different options. Some of them you can come up, and if you want to drink from the cup, you can. We have a towel that we wipe, but usually, we'll ask you
it with some Lysol, some bleach.
We'll do intention where you just take the wafer or the bread and you dip it in the cup and you take it like that. That's where
that's what I did. I think that's what
we recommend most times, but
now what if somebody accidentally get their finger too far? Like some people they don't know how to dip.
Now we just ain't doing it at all. No, not at all. Not even clip. Nope.
Oh
not
my
at all. I'm sorry.
My goodness. No, that's okay.
Jesus is everywhere, but no, we're not now. No,
I ain't mad at you. So, Marty, for you, what has been the biggest challenge through this for you?
I would say, honestly, the biggest challenge is keeping your spirits up.
Yeah.
Keeping spirits up, knowing that, trouble don't last always. And this is just a time, those are the biggest challenges. you know, and trying to be encouraging to other people.
Yeah. You know, I think that's one of my things. And for those of you that have seen us, are familiar with the show, once again, I do say we put it out on Facebook, but I've really been focusing on putting out positive content on Facebook and on YouTube through Doni Jones Live. That's D-O-N-I Jones Live. You can find me and Marty there. Check out our shows, subscribe to our page. But the reason why I've really focused on it, Marty, is because I've noticed even some of the people that I like, support, follow, subscribe to their channels, they have really not.
A little different nowadays.
A little different. Like, these are the people that's supposed to be encouraging people. And this one lady comes on and she goes, it's hard right now. And we're all feeling heavy this morning. And
take a nap, Lord, just take a nap.
I just don't know what to tell you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No.
Oh, good. And then she goes on to say that she's taking anti-anxiety medication, which, once again, if you need medication, get medication. There's nothing wrong with medication.
No, get all the drugs you can get right now. I'm saying you ain't got nothing to do except sit at the house, get all the good drugs right now.
That is not what I was
just have you chilled out all day.
That is not what I was saying. What I'm saying is that I think people need to, well, first of all, I want them to support our channel and go like and subscribe. So we would love if you guys went to our YouTube and like and subscribed to our channel. But there's people out there that listen to people that don't even have their own head right. And I'm not saying that, I mean, we all have days that we feel a little low, but if you know you're having a low day, I don't know if that's really the day that you need to be getting on Facebook Live or on YouTube.
No. Don't encourage people on your bad day.
Influencer, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've got to get used to this. I know it cuts one of the mics off, but the thing is, be encouraged yourself before you start trying to encourage other people.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But anyway, if you know what we're talking about, hit us up at 1-888-349-DONI. That's 1-888-349-DONI. We're going to try this thing and pay some bills online if we can, because, but, we'll see. We'll talk about our other side, because I got a few things I want to ask you, too, during this time of, entrepreneurship with trees and stuff.
Okay. I'm open. I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere either, but we will be right back.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Tamala Man.
And this is David Man.
And the coronavirus is affecting so many people. Wash your hands.
Practice social distancing and stay safe.
Please stay safe.
A reminder from your favorite station. Keep it locked right here.
Hey, this is your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com.
Hey, write this number down, 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done? VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Donnie Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Mardy Mcfly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie, the tree lady.
And I am the quarantine guy, Mcfly.
I think we all the quarantine guys,
really,
at this point. But you guys, when we were coming back from the break, Marty had me cracking up because, we periodically talk about relationships on the show. And so I'm like, let's kind of get a feel for what's going on out there in relationships. And Marty goes, people stressed out.
People stressed out. They trying to find things to do. I'm saying guys are cutting grass more now. It's like whatever I can do to get out the house. Just whatever I can do. I work out on my car. Marty. I'm washing my car. Just long as I ain't got to be in the house right now.
I don't know if that's the case. And I'll tell you why. Because of there's less traffic now and, the way things are. My husband's been getting home earlier from work. So it's been nice because we'll make dinner together, or either the girls will make dinner and then we'll sit and watch a movie and hang out and stuff like that. And it's we always talk about how, we work so much and we'd love to spend more time together. And now we're physically actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's actually helping relationships. Because think about how many women say they don't get enough time with their husbands.
And now how many women saying they got too much time with their husbands? Yeah, some of them okay, it was good the first week.
Yeah.
But now, it's like, okay, 2 weeks and you still ain't got nothing to do. Ain't got nothing, nowhere to go. You just sitting here.
Nobody has anywhere to go.
And now be fighting over the TV as much now, because you got your Law and Order marathon going on.
Or they could just go into another room and watch a different TV. So,
you got a big enough house like that, huh? You got multiple TVs in multiple rooms. Okay, everybody ain't got it like that.
Just what, Marty?
Some of us only got one little box that have Netflix.
You know what?
On it.
And you got two big old monitors back there, so I know you got more than one TV in that house. So you can't even talk.
This is work.
But it's funny you should say that.
Work, and this is my entertainment. This is work and entertainment.
That's a lot of entertainment.
This is
That's
all my TV right here.
That's some very nice entertainment.
TV and everything. I got to flip chicken. During this time of entrepreneurship, you got to reinvent yourself.
Segue,
yes.
That's where I was going with that. Is that like I said, I consume a lot of try to be positive, try to listen to a lot of positive content online, but a lot of people are in this down season, and I'm telling you, I think this is an amazing season that we're in.
It really is.
I think there are going to be more small businesses started out of this. I think there's people that have had a side hustle for the longest time that are now going to make this their main thing, but my only thing is this, because online businesses are huge right now. I just think we're going to be flooded with too many of these online startups and stuff like that. So you guys be careful out there.
Only a few of them going to last. I'm saying I started one the other week. Well, actually, it was 2 days ago. We were just trying something and it started catching on, but we raised some money. Have you ever played Strip Bible Study?
What? You know what, Marty? You silly.
I'm just saying, it's a new way you get your unique community together, and it's like, well, what disciple got off the boat
Pastor Marty
and sunk?
Ringer.
And if you get it wrong, well, something got to come off.
I ain't mad at you. You know what? That actually might be a good idea. You know what? Guess what?
What? With your religious?
Let's do that with married couples in the church. Think about it.
Well, not with each other. It ain't fun to do it with if with other people's spouses. Yes, that's fun. That'd be fun. But with your own, no.
But anyway, going back to entrepreneurship.
If anything, that'd be like a real challenge. I guess right?
I'm trying to clean this up. He's not letting me clean this up at all. He's not letting me clean this up. So, anywho, what I was going to say is just to give a little bit of advice. First of all, through this coronavirus, take time to think. That's actually in my book, From Failure to Fabulous. Take time to think. Okay, but don't take too much time.
Yeah.
Once you get a chance to sit down and think and get a vision for what you want your life to look like, sit down and write down 5 action steps you can take right now from your home. It might be going online, getting your EIN number. It might be reserving a telephone number. It might be, if you could do it online, getting your business license, social media marketing, whatever. But get 5 action steps that you can take right now to help you create that small business or move forward in that small business. Because I really think that there's going to be a lot of people that decide they don't want to go back to the job that they were at, and I just think that that's something that they can do. The
Some
other thing is
aren't going to be able to go back to the job that they were at.
That's true too.
Because you left that job the wrong way. I heard about a company. No, one of the warehouses, they found they get the stimulus check or whatever and get $600 a week. They're like,
that ain't going to do.
Why I got to work here for a week and I get more if I just quit now?
There's a lot of people that think like that.
But
I ain't going front.
Gonna last always.
But here's the thing, though. That's not gonna last.
No.
People can keep people. Marty. My thing is, I want to encourage people to take this time to build a solid foundation. Even in my own small business, I realize that even though, it's a situation where in certain cases, especially with emergencies, we can still work. I don't feel like I've planned enough. I don't feel like I've put enough of a buffer aside. I don't feel like I've done all the marketing that I can to where my brand can stand on its own. So I'm going to be taking my own advice and dissecting my company and seeing what I can do to take it to the next level while we're dealing with this. Because another thing small business owners can do right now, take the time to go through your customer service list and reach out to every single customer you've got and let them know you're thinking about them. Those are little things that you can do. Start setting appointments with clients that you haven't talked to in forever. You can do Zoom calls. What's some other things that they can do, Marty?
You could do a Zoom call. You could do cold calling. There's a.
I love it when I throw to you and you be like, "Why are you messing with me, Donnie?"
Right. I was not. I was there, but I wasn't all the way there. But there's a whole lot of things. I'm saying there is so many different things that you can do right now. I'm saying really learning new skills. Actually getting on like Facebook and the social media. Yes. Learning how to market your company. That's one of the things that I'm doing right now with my church because I did not have a Facebook presence or a social, networking presence at all for my church. Right. But now this has forced me. Well, for one, I got more time on my hands. Right. 2, it's forced me because if my church is going to stay alive, well, it has to, transform into the new world in a sense. And go out there and reach
aren't you
people.
Also partnering with another? And I think this is another strategy. You can partner with other businesses that are in like situations or like industries. And I know that you as a church, you're partnering with another church, aren't you?
Well, I'm helping out other churches.
You're helping out.
And not trying to put any humor on it at all. But, another churches that are looking for pastors in the midst of dealing with, an absent pastor or a pastor that's not there, helping them out with their ministry, and some of the churches that there are seasoned folks in there that don't know a whole lot about laptops and how to get on Facebook and how to do social media, reaching out to those people, helping them out too. Yeah. Because sometimes it only takes 10 minutes to say, hey, log on to Zoom and this is the way that you can keep your ministry going. Right. Or log on to, Facebook Live. Right. These are things that you can do to keep, your business going and your church going, and like you said, Donnie, a lot of new things are going to be birthed because of this. That's right. So try some new things. You mentioned the elderly. I'm sorry. Bible study might be the thing, especially for the elderly.
Yes, absolutely. But you mentioned something. Speaking of the elderly, I would bet you, and I know you would have to do this with family members or friends that you were close to, that you already had some type of contact. But I would really encourage people out there that if you do have a senior that you're comfortable going to or being in contact with, help them set up a Zoom to where they can see their pastor or a Facebook, because there's a lot of seniors that don't know how to utilize this technology.
Well,
just sitting at home.
Just one thing. Make sure you spray them down first, and put some gloves on. They might look cute, but if they old, they can still catch it. I'm just saying you might be. So you might put them gloves on, spray them down with Lysol, not just being gay. Lysol. Lysol. Give them a little Clorox bag.
You don't spray down, but you don't wipe nothing down with Bengay anyway. That's like for pain.
Hey, I want to make sure I'm trying everything. You know, I'll wash them with straight Clorox bleach if I need.
I was gonna say they say bleach does it. Bleach and Lysol does it. So if I'm wrong,
I ain't mixing it with water or nothing. I'm just putting straight bleach on the towel and wiping your face.
I ain't mad at you. If you guys have any ideas of some other things that we can do to help our seniors or people in our community that maybe don't have the resources that you or I may have, give us some ideas and tell us if you have a community foundation or something that we can, share. And
I just want to say one thing too, and don't do that friendly but being evil at the same time. Don't throw fruit at the mole people. You know they need it, but don't throw it at them. Like you trying to play dodgeball or something. That's not cool. Just leave it on the porch or something like that. Give them some care baskets, but don't. Care packages, nice to the old folks too.
Shopping for the old people. But nowadays, if we teach them, we can teach them how to get Instacart or how to have the grocery store deliver or Amazon.
All right, Donnie.
What?
You're going to have a whole lot of people catching a headache right now. I'm saying a lot of these people still learn how to send an email. Now, if you're going to try to teach them how to order some groceries from Walmart online, no. Look, if y'all got a comment or a thought, hit us up at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. Donnie, we only got a few more minutes, so just being a few more seconds. Actually, no, we just gonna take a break now.
Let's just take a break, and we'll be right back,
I can see
y'all.
your head just thinking. Anyway, we'll be back.
Donnie Jones live, y'all.
Donnie Jones live. Donnie Jones live. It's Donnie Jones live. Donnie Jones live. It's Donnie Jones live. Donnie Jones live.
Hi, I'm Minister Paul Martin.
I'm Linda Martin.
We have a company called the GPP Foundation.
The Foundation for the Least, Lost, Fallen, and the Unsalvageable. We also have an initiative called Stand in the Gap, which we help cancer patients with their finances. We help them with resources for finances and also encouragement.
Our motto is, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
For more information, go to gppfound.org or gppfound@yahoo.com. Our website phone number is 404-284-0589. That's 404-284-0589.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live. I'm Donnie, the Tree Lady, and welcome to our coronavirus
Yes,
special.
the COVID-19 virus version. The clean, sanitized version.
That's right.
We ain't touching, we ain't hugging, we ain't doing none of that.
Sanctified, sanitized, all of those things, all those I's we are.
Yes,
definitely.
All of those and then some. It is a time that I will say this, okay? In these trying times, we need inspiration and all that kind of stuff. And it's one of those things that I will say
inspire the people, Marty.
I really can't. I could just tell them the honest to God truth. When you read the Bible, there's a whole lot of things that if you were actually there in the Bible, you would be like, you know what, this ain't supposed to happen. Like when you had the Messiah that comes and he gets arrested and he gets in front of Pontius Pilate and these people are crucifying him for nothing that he did. All his followers and disciples had to sit there and say, wait a minute. This ain't supposed to happen. And even with us, we're thinking about our family reunions and, our jobs and the things that we go through every day, that we work so hard to get to this point that now we can't do the same things. We say, this ain't supposed to happen. But the thing is, it was God's plan, not our plan. And when God's plan is there, then there's nothing that we can do to change that. So at the same time, while we're going through these situations and times, we have to just keep the faith, keeping the faith that despite if our Savior is being prosecuted, we have to keep the faith. Despite if we don't know when our next check is going to come in, we still got to keep the faith. We may not even know what we're going to eat tomorrow, tonight, or if you're going to get any toilet tissue soon, but we still got to keep the faith. That's kind of our charge and everything. So I say this to you and to everyone else. During these times, keep the faith. Stay on your word. Those words that you always recite to each other, God is always in control. and God, is always with us. He never abandoned us, and he never abandoned us. So anyway, I just say right now, make sure you keep the faith. All right.
It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Hi, this is Tamala Man.
And this is David Man.
And the coronavirus is affecting so many people. Wash your hands.
Practice social distancing and stay safe.
Please stay safe.
A reminder from your favorite station. Keep it locked right here.
Hey, this is your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com. Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live, where this seriously is the Corona version of Donnie Jones Live.
Too much of that corona and the coronavirus, I think, for the day. A little bit of both, too much of both.
Yeah, I think, okay, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And that's why we gonna segue into something super positive where you bring the light and the beauty of this situation through your spiritual eyes of perception and discernment.
I forgot. Did you have to take a little quick break on that last? Because I did my motivation.
I know you did. Okay, you're absolutely right.
People do that in church. You give a message and they come to you. Yeah, Pastor. You know what? You need to talk about our sins. I was like, you didn't hear what I was just talking about.
No, you know what? You know what my thing is, though, Marty, and I joke about it a lot. I'm not crazy about your orange guy. But my thing is this. I think this is going to turn into a situation where we are going to realize that we have to be the leaders that we're looking for out there. And I think that people are there's like this uneasiness in the atmosphere right now. And I think that uneasiness is going to breed some dissatisfaction with the way things are right now. And I think people are going to adapt to this new normal and not want to go back to what the old normal is.
Oh yeah.
And I think in doing so,
it's a lot of people that are going to become lazier. They're going to stop doing because I'm saying whatever you do for 21 days become a habit. So when people are not really aggressively trying to do work in a sense,
right?
They're going to and they're staying at home, sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix. When it's time to get back up, especially with the government giving them money, now it's going to be like, okay, well, they're going to get used to relaxing, used to being lazy. And in the same sense, even they did a study on CNN that I was watching last week. They were saying, okay, stop taking daytime naps when you wasn't doing that when you was having your regular job.
See, we must be watching different stuff because I was watching something where they said it's actually good to take daytime naps and kind of meditate and get your mind right. I know where you just went where people are going to be lazier. I was actually trying to say the opposite, that I felt like people were going to be motivated to make a change and to change the directions of the way. You don't think that's going to be the case?
Nope. I think there's going to be a few people that are really ready to get back to work for financial reasons. Right. But I think there's going to be a lot more people that are going to get real lazy, and in a sense.
But think about this, Marty. Think about what we're doing. Okay. Right. Yes, we're doing the show, but you've also got projects going with the church. Right. You've got the new website up. You've got other things that you've been working on and focused on. I've really been focusing on the book, doing more speaking, even though it's all virtually, and learning more about content creation, trying to streamline my business and make it more of a consulting thing with my tree care customers because I do own a tree care company in Atlanta. So I just feel like that there's going to be almost like a renaissance of the entrepreneur.
Donnie, you got to understand something. Everybody isn't like us, okay? You've been an entrepreneur for I don't know how long, okay?
Right.
I've been an entrepreneur for I don't know how long. Right now, what I'm doing is out of necessity because I have to do this for my church. I have to do this for the other churches to help them, continue their ministry.
Right, but think about this. You took on another church because of this.
Because of necessity of helping of somebody else. But that is who we are anyway. You doing what you do anyway. You didn't have to go to a 9 to 5. You've been doing this. I'm saying the coronavirus hasn't slowed you down a whole
No,
lot.
it's actually it hasn't. I guess, Marty, what I'm trying to say is you're right. It hasn't slowed me down, but it has made me go, wow, there's so much more that I can do. Yeah. Like I want to get out there more and do more speaking. I want to get out there and promote the book and talk to people and help people and make a difference.
Right.
We've actually, you're not going to believe this. I got something to tell you.
Okay.
Do you know for the last 2 weeks, actually, I don't want to say last week because last week was kind of a crazy week adjustment or whatever. But this week and next week, as far as our concerned, I've got 3 to 4 times the amount of work than I normally would.
And that's so great because you have more people at home and they're seeing things and they can order tree service work. That doesn't slow you down because the coronavirus, even they say, well, stay quarantined. You're like, okay, I got to go eat though. I still got to go.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That other person that was working at, I don't know, the dollar store or where the keep was open. But if you were in, I don't know, trucking or something that closed down, they said, don't come in. You come home. Okay. And now you pretty much sit all day and you get in the check. Right. Tomorrow you do the same thing. Okay. The next day you do the same thing. After a while, that becomes a habit. Oh, okay. I see where you're going because and that is true. That they teach you that in personal growth. Anything you do for 21 days becomes a habit. Right. And you're absolutely right. But don't you still think that there are some people that might take this season as a time to work on the thing that they always wanted to do? Well, yeah, but I'm good, Marty. I'm gonna be real. I'm learning to play piano right now. Yeah, well, because you're home with your kids, but it's like certain things that people are. Yeah, they're creating new jobs and new skills, but they're doing it for seasonal things also. Like I just talked to a lady this morning who was making masks. Because people need masks. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, but now when this is over with, what you gonna do? I'm just saying, after this corona thing, what you gonna do with masks when masks are back available for everybody? And I'm like, well, how much you selling for? $8? Right. You can get a box of them for what? You know what, Marty? I don't know. Call me the consummate optimist, but I really see the good that's going to come out of this. And I know we were making a segue into something different, but somehow we're still talking about the corona. Oh, yeah. But I guess for me, I don't know. I've got friends of mine that are changing careers and starting businesses and writing books. There was a lady in Australia that I saw singing. She works for a construction company, but she was putting like music out. You know what I'm saying? Now understand when people are changing careers now, it's not by choice. Their career ended. So now they have to. I don't think that she's like, because I was just going by online, but she looked like she's high up in her company. It's just they're not working right now, but she's always wanted to sing. And now she's using this as an opportunity to sing to people. Yeah. Pastor Marty. Yeah. Are you supposed to be? No, Pastor Marty got to keep it real. I'm sorry. The lady called me the other week. I don't know how she got the correct number, but she called me the other week and was like, you shouldn't say that kind of stuff about church. No, it's truth. No, but get this. But I will say this, Marty. The stuff that you say about church is true. Yeah. I'm not. And people don't like it, but it's true. It's true. Speaking of church, I want your opinion about this. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this came from me because it didn't necessarily come from me, but I read it online. You got to be careful about what you read online. But I had various people on their page questioning, okay, we're in a pandemic. There's a lot of people hurting right now. Where's the church at? And yes, there are churches. Okay, you just to help people. Repeat, because your audio froze for a second. Repeat that again. Okay, no problem. I had people ask. Where's the church? Where is the church right now? The church is all over. Pick a place. That's that person right there thinks that the church is a building. No, not meaning the building, but like, okay, you see all these, when they're calling in, ask for the money or come sponsor this, or we got to give to the building fund that. Where are those resources now to be able to give out to the people and to help the poor? Okay, what are we supposed to give out to? The widow and the help me understand though.
Right.
Who are we supposed to be giving money to right now?
I don't know, like the widow, the shut-ins, the homeless.
They were homeless before this. The coronavirus didn't make...
But Marty, you and I both know they may have been homeless before this, or they may have been shut in and a widow before this.
And the same thing
but this is even harder now.
And what do you expect the church to do for you?
I don't know. This okay. And I expect in my mind, okay, I would think that they would pool together some resources, go to homeless shelters, go under the bridges, go help the people.
6 feet apart. We can't even go to church. So I'm going to go down there.
Okay. Did I
think about it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, but...
Okay, but we could put packages together and mail to people.
I think some of them may be doing that. But honestly...
But do you think they're... Okay, question. I know you guys do stuff, and I know I've seen your heart for the community. But do you think they're doing it on a massive scale?
No, and I don't think that they necessarily need to. I'm saying,
okay. All right.
Just being honest. Some people think that, well, the church is supposed to do everything. You know, well, our bills about to get cut off.
You know, I'm not.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. People say, well, you know, somebody's lights got cut off. The church didn't pay them. No. Well, you know, somebody needs some food. The church didn't give them food. No. You know, the church, we ran out of toilet tissue. The church, where the church at? What do y'all expect the church to be doing? I'm saying, honestly, what do you expect the church to do for everybody in every situation?
I don't expect them to do it for everybody, but for the poor and the hurting and the single moms that fill these buildings every Sunday with the pastor that's got the $64 million jet or any other.
Why do you? Okay. Let's get on him because you bring him up all the time. Why do you hate on him?
It's not specifically him. It's a stereotype.
Yeah, but
but let's just say him. Let's just say him. Yeah. This man has been in a certain community.
Right.
For over 20 years. And it is still one of the poorest communities in Atlanta.
So does he supposed to buy the houses around
there? With those kind of resources, you can create jobs, you can create opportunities.
They do.
You can go invest in the community. That whole corridor, they can buy up those buildings and properties and create opportunities for people in the community.
You know.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me tell you how I know that. Okay. Because I have friends of ours that are builders,
right?
Okay, because you know I do a lot of tree work in Atlanta or whatever, and I've seen friends of ours that are secular, not even into church, not even to their synagogue or whatever, because they're Jew. The guys I'm thinking about are Jewish guys. They will go into certain communities and buy up whole blocks of properties. In fact, I'm thinking of one right now. They bought up a whole corridor of property that has been kind of on the downswing for the last 20 years. Okay. They bought up this whole corridor. They are now taking those buildings and making them live, work, play areas. And they're also putting in little coffee shops, subways, other businesses and stuff like that. In a community that doesn't look like them.
Right, and they're making a nice little profit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but see, the church. See, here's the thing: the church.
But why can't the church make a profit?
We're not in the business of making profit. We're a non-profit organization.
You cannot buy a $64 million jet.
Why do you hate on that?
I am not hating.
Well, because you always bring it up. And look, we out of time now. We out of time.
You do this to me right at the last.
No, because I really want to get back into this as deeper because. A lot of people hate on prosperity pastors of people that are doing well. Hold on, let me finish. They always criticize that, but it's like this. You don't want a broke pastor.
No, I do not.
That he got a hoopty driving.
No, not at all.
With a good car, you're like, well, why he got all that money?
That is not what I'm saying.
It's kind of like this. There's a no-win battle when it comes to.
You know what we ain't told people to do since. Marty clearly does not understand what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying, call 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. I ain't talking about, I do not want past. I think they should be able to build wealth. They should be able to be successful.
You want them to build the whole city and make everybody happy, pay everybody bills, make sure everybody get fed good.
You know what? I don't know how many minutes we got, but I'm going to let you be right because I know I'm right.
Yeah. loud and wrong. Anyway, I love y'all. Look, y'all need to be safe out there. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet away from everybody. Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. Let us know your thoughts because, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all next week, all right?
Okay.